Hello YouTube, Magus Supreme coming at you guys with another reading. So today's reading will be a pick a card reading, and I will be pulling messages from you guys, Spirit Team today. For today, I decided to go ham. I have 8 piles here. This is the most piles I've ever channeled before. I usually do about 3 or 4. But since I really wanted this to be as personalized as possible, I made 8 piles. So you guys might notice I'm still like doing what I call like my ghetto setup. So I will be doing pile selection by just holding up the card that's associated with them, and you guys just like go through the little pile selections and like see which card like really speaks to you. Pile selection begins now. So this is the card for pile number 1. This is the snake card, is number 36. If any of that is significant, you can definitely pick pile 1. You can definitely pick multiple piles as well. For pile 2, we have girl. Girl is the 4 card. If that resonates with you, then pile number 2 is your pile. For pile number 3, we have the shell, number 76. Beautiful. For pile number 4, we have mushroom, which is number 80. Excellent, right? For pile number 5, we have umbrella, which is number 46. For pile number 6, pile number 6, we have hand, which is the number 12. For pile number 7, we have the comet, which is number 77. And I also have a number 7 card that I'm looking at right now. So this is my pile, pile number 7. And then finally, we have pile number 8 and the ribbon, which is number 59. All right. So now that pile selection is over, you guys can flip back through this section and really just like rewind and go through it as much as you need to in order to pick your pile. I know I normally have like a time for you guys to like look and channel, but I had to do it differently. So with that being said, I'm going to jump into the reading, and I will be getting started with pile 1 as soon as I move all the other ones to the side. Let me see. 5. Shucks. 6, 7, and 8. I need to remember this. If I mess up, please don't hurt me, guys. All right. Let me see. I guess pile 1 starts now. So if you chose pile 1, you chose the snake card, number 36. I don't know how it's going to tie into your reading, so we're going to go into the cards. So the way that this spread works is a spread that I developed for myself, and I really just used it to have like my spirit guides like big me up and like really just like share messages of love and light. So that's pretty much what this spread does. The first card represents how your spirit team sees you, which is the Knight of Pentacles. The second card is what you should know. Got the 3 of Swords. The third card is what are they proud of you for? The 4 of Cups. And finally, the fourth card is what do they foresee for you? The 5 of Wands. And your card on the bottom deck is the Knight of Swords. And you got a couple oracles here as well. Unfinished sympathy. All you need is to believe in yourself, and rejection. All right. This makes a lot of sense, especially with the snake card here. So pile 1, What I see here, like what's coming through very, very, very clearly is that your spirit team has noticed that like you either been like rejected, or like maybe you just like went through a hard time where you like are feeling like less than what you're worth. Um, yeah, going through a time where you're feeling like less than what you're worth. Probably someone betrayed you, or like I don't know. I just get the feeling that you're not in a good time right now, especially with the Knight of Pentacles here. Like the Knight of Pentacles is like real slow. Like this is like slow and steady energy. So maybe something tell me that you guys was like zooming, but now you just been slowed, and you've been slowed because of like an attack. And this is like something that like I'm really, really hearing like real loudly, real clearly. Like someone said something hurtful towards you, or like done something hurtful, or did something, with this Knight of Swords being a bottom deck energy here. So with your spirit team seeing you as the Knight of Pentacles, and we have two knights here seeing you as the Knight of Pentacles, what I'm hearing here is that you're really just taking things like really, really slowly. Boy, I'm just really, really thinking about this, because I get the feeling that this is about a project or like an endeavor that you're undertaking, and you feel like it's not really going as fast as like maybe other people with this Knight of Swords here. You feel like it's not going as quickly or it's progressing as much as like you feel like it should. But with the Knight of Pentacles here, like Spirit says that they see you. You are making slow progress, but only thing you need to do is believe in yourself. Because whatever it is that you're working on is unfinished. So don't worry about the criticisms with the rejection card here. Don't worry about the criticisms that you're getting, or not getting the praise that you desire. You're still building this thing. It's still going slow and it's still going steady. So don't spend time trying to compare yourself to other people who's like already up and running and like really doing the damn thing. Don't compare yourself to them. You're still growing, you're still learning, and you're taking your time. And you have to be okay with that. Just believe in yourself and believe that you'll get there. Silence these voices inside your head that's like really telling you that you can't. Because you can see this man is over here, he paints, but he hears everyone's criticism. Like it's just swirling through his head. And I get the feeling that this is you, Pile One. You over here minding your business, working slow and steady, but you just can't help but shake the criticism, the doubt, but you just need to believe in yourself. All you need is to believe in yourself, and just realize that whatever it is that you're working on is just unfinished. You need to be diligent. Don't give up on it, Pile One. What you should know, Pile One, what you should know is that whatever the situation is, I think it has something to do with, I really do feel like it has something to do with like business, but with the Three of Swords here, I'm getting a strong feeling that what you should know is that right now you're slowing your manifestations. You're putting yourself into this Knight of Pentacles energy, this slow energy, because of your thoughts. Like you're hurting, you're breaking your own heart, or like you're letting this rejection and like all this other stuff like kind of get to you guys with this Three of Swords here, and it's really slowing you guys down. Like you're still putting in the work, you're still doing slow and steady, but you guys are, some of you Pile Ones are like letting the rejection and the criticism get to you, and Spirit is letting you know like hey, don't let it get to you, because right now it is getting to you. No matter how much you want to pretend like you're unbothered, but it's getting to you. So this is what they're proud of you for right here with the Four of Cups. And what I see is that you actually took the time out to sit down and like actually reassess, meditate, and like really contemplate like what's going on, and try to see something from a different perspective here. I think like coming to this reading is like a really good thing that you did. Like reaching out to help from Spirit is like excellent. And I think what they're proud of you for is that you actually decided to undertake whatever it was that was being presented to you here. I know in the Four of Cups, like the guy looks like he's not paying attention, he's just focused on the three, and I think that's exactly what was happening here. Like I said, you seeing other people's work and like seeing just like how far along they are, and you're comparing yourself, but Spirit is like proud of you for like actually like not letting it, like it got to you, but it hasn't destroyed you and it hasn't stopped you. And I feel like Spirit is going to like bring something in, like with this Four of Cups energy. It's going to bring something in to like really like help motivate you, help push you along your path. And I think this is going to be love, like love from your spirit team. Their love is going to help push you along. So if you're someone who like meditates, like spend some time like in contemplation, not isolation. Spend some time really, truly, honestly thinking and honestly assessing yourself. And I feel like some of you guys have done that, and Spirit is like proud of you for taking the time out to like honestly assess and like talk to Spirit about what's going on, or like listen to your intuition about what's going on with this unfinished project, this unfinished symphony. And really just like contemplate and mull over that rejection. But what Spirit is like going to tell you about, like the part of this spread tells you a little bit about the future of like what's up and coming. And what's up and coming is conflict. Yeah, and this also is like shown with the Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords. Like you guys are getting ready like to have like a difference in opinion with someone, and it's probably going to be in regards to the work that you're doing. But this is going to happen. This needs to happen because this is for your own personal power. You need to believe in yourself, believe in the thing that you're working on, and stand up to the people who are talking trash. Like really just stand firm in yourself. And that's what's the biggest thing that's coming through here. Stand firm, Power One, in what you believe and what you do. Because other people are going to try to come. They're going to come for you. They're going to like start poking holes, poking fun at whatever it is that you're working or building on or moving towards, Power One. But don't let it break your heart. The way that it just did. Take the time out to like reflect, contemplate, and go to Spirit so it can refill you, and find the inner strength that you need to be able to like stand up against these people who are going to come against you in the future. Because this is you right here in the middle, standing out. And like I feel like this guy right here has the longest pole too. But this is you, Power One. Like you're going to be in the middle of this, and there's just going to be people all around you like bickering, arguing, and like attacking with this Knight of Swords here, like attacking. So the biggest thing that I'm hearing here, Power One, stand your ground. Don't let these people bully you. I'm gonna pull a archetype card for you, just so Spirit can like really like give me a message through that, and then I'm gonna pull an affirmation for you as well, Power One. So, Father, give me a card that represents Power One. What do you want to say to them? What's going on? Oh, okay. This one came out. We got Gambler. The Gambler. Willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. And this came out in the upright. Yes. You guys, like I said, and I love when Father does this for me. Stand your ground. Follow your intuition. Like that's that Four of Cups here. Like you taking the time out to withdraw from all these threes, the Three of Swords, these Three of Cups, these other people. Taking the time out to withdraw your energy from them and like really go within yourself and to connect to Spirit and follow your intuition in your heart. That's one thing that Spirit is like really, really trying to push out to you, because you got nothing but snakes around you, Power One. You got snakes in the grass trying to rise up. So you need to follow your intuition and stand your ground and continue moving towards the things that you're moving towards. Because in the end, all you need is to believe in yourself. You don't need anyone else. You don't need their approval. You don't need their validation. You don't need any of that shit. Spirit approves you. Spirit validates you. And in the end, that's all you really need to believe in. So don't even worry about the other people like really just like trying to speak into your ear, dissuade you from your path, come in with the little petty shots, because you're more than worthy, Power One. You're more than worthy. So now I'm going to pull an affirmation for you guys, and then I think that will be your message. So whatever it is that you're working on, Power One, or moving towards, or like trying to achieve, keep going. Don't stop. Other people are going to try to stop you. Other people are going to try to compare you to them. But you're your own person, and Spirit is with you, not with those other people. So let's see. Okay, it's this one. Beauty. I'm beautiful even when I don't think it. I'm beautiful even when I don't see it. I'm beautiful no matter how many people don't see it. I'm beautiful and I don't even care if you know it. I'm beautiful, which is why I don't have to try so hard all the time to show it. And peacefulness. Yes, this is also good for the Four of Cups. So yeah, if people are like hating on you because of your looks, pile one, like if you're just like living your life or like you're doing something, maybe you're a model or something like that, or whatever it is that you do, pile one, people are going to be a little bit jealous of you. Like they're jealous of your looks. They're jealous of like just the. I'm hearing that the beauty that you radiate. It doesn't even have to be about looks. It's just about just how beautiful your soul is. How beautiful of a person you are. People are really jealous and they're trying to come against you. These snakes in the grass, pile one. They're trying to come against you. But you stay in your peace right here. Continue to be a being of peace and love, but make sure that you stand up against these people. Don't let them have their way. Don't let them just say whatever. Don't let them do whatever. Spirit is giving you free reign to stand your ground and do what you got to do. So remember that, Power One. Do what you got to do, but just remember peace. Don't put your hands on nobody, Power One. But you can definitely use your words. Because you got snakes all around you and they try and bring you down, Power One. And that's your message. All right. Now it's time for... If you chose the girl card and chose pile 2, then this is your message. Let me see. So the thing about this spread, pile 2, is that this spread is I pulled on the energy of your spirit team, like the people, your spirit guides, your ancestors, the angels, whoever's or whatever beings of love and light for your highest good that are around you. And this is like kind of messages of love and light, and also probably warnings from them. So how they see you now is in the Two of Wands. Let me move this out the way. They see you as the Two of Wands. What should you know? You got the Emperor. What they're proud of you for is the Page of Wands. What do they foresee for you? The Eight of Wands. And your bottom deck card is the Two of Pentacles. This spread also has some oracles as well. So the first oracle is whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the time. Discernment. And then we have the rune Rydal. So, pile 2. With the girl card here being the 4, and then the Two of Wands being how they see you, you could be a woman. But what I'm getting a feeling here is that you're thinking about moving towards someone, or like, yeah, you might be thinking about moving towards someone. We got a lot of wands in this pile, like a lot of wands. And wands indicate movement, passion, energy. There might be something that you're thinking about doing, especially with the Two of Wands here and this coming out. There's something that you're thinking about doing, and maybe it's in terms to a woman, or like reconciling with a woman or someone. But Spirit is telling you to not do it, because now is not the time to reconcile or do whatever it is that you're doing. Whatever it is that you're planning, Spirit sees you. Spirit sees your plan. And what they're telling you is no. Just hold out for a bit. Use your discernment in this situation. Like, use your discernment. Because the Rydal rune is the rune of protection. It's also of travel. I think it's one of the horse maybe, but I'm not 120% sure on that. But I do know that Rydal is the rune of like spiritual protection, especially with protection for traveling. And this is what we see here as well with the Eight of Wands and what they foresee for your future. You got 2 cards here about travel and like doing a passionate travel. So maybe you are planning a trip or something, but you need to plan a little bit more, pile 2. You need to plan more. You can't just like jump out and do this thing. Because what you should know is that the Emperor is here. With the Emperor card being in what you should know, I get the feeling that whatever it is that you're planning, like, you need to like have a lot more structure and stability first before you move on with this. Because right now, like, you're in this Page of Wands energy. Like, this is what they're proud of you for. You're enthusiastic about something. You just thought about doing something, and you have the energy to like push yourself forward. But you need to plan more. And you need to develop some structure before you just jump into this or whatever it is that you're thinking about or feel passionate about doing. Pile 1, pile 2. Especially if this involves traveling. Like, give it a little bit more time. But just know that you're going to be protected during your travels. Like, this is the room for like traveling mercies, for the sun, for being like bold and inspired and like dashing forth. Yeah, like this energy is being supported. Like, whatever energy that you have, whatever it is that you're so inspired to do, pile 2, you're going to do it, but you have to plan more. Like, I'm hearing that very, very clearly. You need more planning. Because what are they proud of you for? This Page of Wands. There's something that you just decided to do, or something that Spirit gave you, and you're jumping at the chance to do it, or like you're undertaking whatever it is that Spirit gave you, and Spirit is like really, really proud of you for heeding the call and for like jumping in and doing what you got to do. But what I'm feeling here, pile 2, is that whatever it is, it needs more planning. Maybe I can pull a card on the energy. Yikes. Pull a card on the energy here. What are you proud of, pile 2? Building blocks. Okay, I didn't even have to finish it. Building blocks with imagination. Something that came to you, like in a vision, in a dream, or in your mind that inspired you. Like, the building blocks has a lot to do with, like, building businesses, setting foundations, solid foundations. And this also comes into conjunction with the Two of Wands and the Emperor. Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're deciding to build, and build enthusiastically, Spirit is telling you that it's going to be prosperous. It's going to bring you a lot of joy, but you need to plan. You need to have a plan. You need to have a plan. But what they foresee for you, Spirit is telling me very clearly that you're gonna travel. Like, you could be planning a trip somewhere. You could be planning a trip, but you don't really have the money. You don't have the money to do it, like pile 2. You don't have the money to do it just yet. You need to earn a little bit more, get a little bit more savings before you undertake this trip, especially with this Rido room here and this discernment. Whatever it is that you're planning, if it is a trip, like, that you plan on going somewhere, or like if this is like something that you're like building up, like maybe a business, or like trying to monetize a hobby or something like that, there's a lot of like different things here that this could be about. But whatever it is, you need to use your discernment, like really, really think, really, really listen to your intuition, because right now the time is not right. Whatever you're thinking about, don't do it, because now is not the time. Right now it's supposed to be an idea. Whatever like inspiration just hits you is meant to be an idea, and you're meant to put a pen to paper and write it out and plan it, especially with the Emperor and the Two of Wands. Use your discernment on this, pile 2. Whatever it is that you're planning on moving towards or traveling to or doing, you're going to do it. It's definitely in your future. Like, you're going to achieve it, and you're going to move towards it very, very quickly. You're going to move towards it quickly. And also, I'm hearing, like, expect someone to, like, give you some good news or, like, communicate with you about this. If this does involve another person, or maybe even a girl or something, they're gonna give you some kind of communication. And you're going to be able to travel, and you're going to be protected during this travel. But the biggest thing that I'm hearing here, pile 2, is now is not the time, and you need to plan more. You need to get a little bit more stable, a little bit more structure, a little bit more balance into your life. Especially, I'm also feeling like it might just be monetary as well. You might just need a little bit more money before you do whatever it is that you're thinking about doing, because now is not the time. You're not set up for it yet. So let's get an affirmation card for you guys. And we have wonder. And this goes hand in hand with the imagination card I drew. It's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder. And when I'm a good audience to my life becomes better and better theater. When something delightful happens, I shout encore and be tickled when it happens again. When something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got a ticket to a show. Enjoy your life. Whatever it is that you're... and then, as I said, enjoy your life. Whatever it is that you're doing right now is not the time for you to be like all like... How can I say this? Now is not the time to be strictly business. Like now is the time to like actually like step back a little bit, have a little bit of fun, because whatever it is that you really really want to build, like if you are like someone that's like really just trying to get something done and like get it done quickly and passionately, it's not going to be completed yet. Now it's not the time. Now is not the time. It won't be done. It's going to take some planning. It's going to take some time. So what I'm hearing is that Spirit is telling you to just enjoy the journey. Just enjoy the joy that's happening. You're inspired. You're feeling good right now. And I get the feeling that good things are happening. So you just need to be a spectator in your life right now. Sit down and plan, and just like in your everyday life, just be a spectator to the things that happen. I'm being drawn to give you guys a chakra wisdom card as well. So let's see. Boy. Growth and insecurity. Was this in the reverse? I'm not sure. But yeah, you guys are growing a lot. Like I get the feeling that a lot of you guys are like really just like moving forward. Well, whatever it is that you're planning on building, it's going to take some time, and it's going to like you need to undergo some growth as well. Especially with this Page of Wands here. Like right now, the Page of Wands is like exciting and enthusiastic, but it can very easily abandon a venture, especially since you have this Eight of Wands here too. Like you're just moving through this very, very quickly, but you need to slow it down a little bit. Because this whatever's happening here is like really growing you personally, and you might miss it if you just decide to rush through it. Yeah, I think that might be one more card, and then that's your message, pile too. If it's telling me to pull this one. My shuffle is like all bad today. Stop criticizing yourself. You are perfect just the way you are. And the reason it hurts so much to separate is because our souls are connected. If you guys are like thinking about like traveling or going back with someone that like broke your heart or something like that, now is not the time. Give them space. Move away. But the time will come a little bit later. This is very all over the place, pile too. But what do you expect when you get nothing but wand cards? But a bunch of wands and an emperor, and what you should know. So whatever it is, whatever's happening in your life, pile too, it's just like chaos and excitement everywhere, and order needs to be established. You need to sit down, plan, and bring order into your life. And I think that's your message, pile too. Let me put the tarot cards here. And oracles over here. That'll make it easier for me. If you chose pile 3 or the shell card, this is your message from your spirit team. So let's see. This spread is like actually designed to like connect to your beings, your ancestors, angels, deities, or any type of being of love and light, like that's here for your highest good. The first card that we have is how they see you, and right now they have death. And I know that can be kind of funny, like, wait a minute, do my spirit team see me as dead? Like, no. With the death card here, you're definitely someone that's been going through a major life change, a major life change. And that's how spirit is seeing you. Like, you're someone that's like going through a change. The Seven of Pentacles is something that you should know. The Eight of Cups is something that they're proud of you for. So you definitely walked away from something and like triggered a really big change. The next card is what do they foresee for you, and it's the Two of Pentacles. And your bottom deck card is the Five of Swords. So yeah, you guys definitely walked away from some kind of conflict, and you're protecting yourself here with this shell. You guys, I'm hearing that you guys walked away and like isolated and try to restore balance into your life, and that was very, very well received by spirit. That was the right move, pile 3. We have, look at the bigger picture. believe what you see. You can face reality or live in la la land. Choose bravely. And you guys decide to see reality and walk away. And shame, regret, and guilt, you don't need to have that. You need to forgive yourself and let that go. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling like this might have been in like an ending of like a relationship, a friendship, a partnership. But there's definitely been like a really major ending that is affecting you majorly, especially with Spirit giving me the death card being your energy. You guys are like really going through a time where things are just like with something's like ended. It could be one thing, but it could also be multiple things is like ending or have ended for you. And I keep seeing someone like alone in the dark and like left out in the cold. That's you right now. But Spirit is telling you that they haven't abandoned you and you're not alone. It may feels like you're alone in the dark or lost in the cold, but no, you have support. You have support from Spirit, and you're being protected and guided from all these people or whatever is happening in a situation that kind of like, I feel like someone like kind of like was like being rude to you, or maybe they done something to hurt you, like both either verbally or no, physically would be the Knight of Swords. Done something like to hurt you, like betray you, to like really get under your skin and under your nerves. But you walked away from this person. They just like had a bunch of like nasty things to say and probably are doing a lot of nasty things. But you're protected from all of that. So what you should know, Pile 3, is that while you're going through this transformation, you should just focus on the things that bring you happiness. Focus on watering yourself, nurturing yourself, loving yourself. And I say that because the moon is like showing here as well in this card. Like, and the moon to me always represents like something hidden, something deep, something mysterious. And it could also be like a deep recovery for me, because I always take it as like the subconscious or like deep spiritual stuff. So right now you really need to just water yourself. Pile 3, really isolate, or probably isolate, because this Five of Swords here, like it's probably not safe for you to be around anyone right now. Be by yourself and like really water yourself. Go and do like your hobbies that bring you joy. Maybe learn something new. Maybe you should garden or water plants if you have them. But one thing that Spirit is telling you here, Pile 3, is that you need to spend some time alone and start building yourself and nurturing yourself, because you just underwent like a major transformation, a big change, and a major ending. So you need to spend the time alone. But Spirit is proud of you for walking away. Whatever the situation was, whatever you just like left, just know that you made the right choice. No matter how hard it was, or the doubts that you may have in your mind now, or whatever, deciding to like leave that situation, walk away and abandon it was like the right choice. And Spirit is like applauding you for your strength, like for doing something like that. I keep hearing like not a lot of people would have done what you did. A lot of people would have stayed. A lot of people would have like put up with it. A lot of people would have endured. But I hear that you seen the bigger picture here. You knew that there was more for your life. You knew that whatever was happening here was not right for you. You pulled your emotions out. You believe what you saw and not what this other person was trying to make you think, and you decided to walk away. And that's beautiful. So Spirit is telling you that you may have like some shame, you may regret, or like maybe even have a little bit of guilt from like leaving this situation. But Spirit is saying all that is like BS. Don't give in to shame, don't give in to guilt, don't give in to regret, because what you did was the right thing. You made the right choice, Pile 3. You made the right choice. So forgive yourself and like learn to move past this, because what Spirit is like telling you, like what's coming in is balance. Balance. This is like financial gain. This could also be a balancing in finances. Like also with the Seven of Pentacles here, this is a restoration of your personal energies as well. Taking the time out to isolate, water yourself, is going to restore balance into your life. And Spirit is saying that they see that for you in the future. I definitely think you guys need an affirmation card. So I will be pulling an affirmation and a shamanic oracle for you guys. Wow. Okay. Well, I got a whole bunch that just fell out. But the first card that I like pulled that jumped out to me is divine timing. Everything is timing, and timing is everything. Gladly, I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. But yeah, divine timing. Just know whatever it was that happened, whatever it is that you walked away from was divinely orchestrated. It was time for you to leave that situation. I hear that you was already in it or like involved with these people or this person or this organization or whatever it is. You was involved with them for too long anyway, and it was been time for you to leave. So have a little bit of solace and a little bit of comfort in the fact that it was time for you to go. And patience. Have patience for what's coming next. There's Two of Pentacles energy. There's restoration of balance into your life. You need to be patient with that. You've been granted more patience. You may use it right away or much later. I won't read this one, but patience and divine timing. Things are like kind of shaking out for you now that you like took this step to like leave this. So you need to give the bigger picture time to form for you. Right now you're taking things step by step, but if you look at the bigger picture, looking at the bigger picture it means that you can trust in divine timing. Know that what happened for a reason, and that you're having a higher perspective over what happened. Like, what happened was divine. Like, you leaving this situation was definitely meant to happen. So have no doubt about that. I'm going to pull an archetype card for you, Pile 3. Let me see what we got here for you. Okay. Here it is. The Alchemist. Transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. And what I'm hearing here is this goes right in hand to hand with the Two of Pentacles. Like, you guys are about to take the time out to isolate, and the Seven of Pentacles as well. Take the time out to isolate, to water yourself, and to turn this hurtful experience into wisdom, into power, and into like personal strength. And that's exactly what Spirit is foreseeing for you and what they want. They want you to step into your personal power, but in order to do that, you had to leave this situation, because now you can see how much you can heal yourself and just how much you can grow from this. Because I'm hearing here that someone was like probably like unfaithful. Like, I don't really want to turn this into a relationship thing, but if this is a relationship thing, the person was unfaithful. He was hurting you. He was a Don Juan. He or she was just out here just like romancing other people, just doing I'm hearing just doing the most, like just like being seductive to other people, not really caring, like using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. This person was just using love, flirtation, and all that stuff to just like serve themselves and serve their needs, and you did the right thing by walking away from them. So take the time out to like heal yourself from this hurt and like really turn like whatever happened to you into like something like beautiful. Let me get a Soul's Journey card for this as well. For Pile 3. Surrender. Here it is again. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And worry. Surrender, worry. The surrender card talks about I release my need to control. And this is about giving in to divine timing. You guys surrendered your need for control. You guys stopped trying to fight and put your claim in this situation, and you stepped back and you let spirit take it over. You let God handle it. And that was right on time. When you walking away was right on time. You surrendered right when you needed to. So don't worry about your future. Like, just know that you firmly in the hands of the divine, of the Most High. So there's no need for you to worry. Like, release your worries. Because you believe what you saw. You wasn't being a fool anymore. So just forgive yourself, move on, and like heal yourself, and let Father God take care of you in this time to come. So yeah, that's your message, Pile 3. Excellent job. I'm proud of you. I had to go through the same thing. So good job, Pile 3. You're more stronger than you think. All right. Okay. Hi, Pile 4. If you chose the mushroom, This is your pile. This is pile 4. This spread is actually about like me connecting you guys to the messages that your ancestors, angels, ascended masters, deity, whatever energy that's with you for your highest good and has been assisting you throughout your life. This is the messages from them. So the first thing we have here is the Two of Cups. This is the energy that they see you in. The next card is Death, and this is like what you should know. The other card is what are they proud of you for, which is the Nine of Cups. And this is what did they foresee for you, which is the Seven of Swords. And the bottom of that card is the Six of Pentacles. We have guilt. Peace comes from within, do not seek it from without, and release your worries and receive universal abundance. What I'm hearing here for this pile is that there's something bubbling beneath the surface, something that you don't know. And the fact that the Death card is here and the Seven of Swords is like in your future, and the Two of Cups is who you are now. There's someone, something that you're with, that you're like in close contact with, that is like really betraying you and like sneaking around and like really just like not doing anything. Like, I don't know, like I just keep feeling like stealing, especially with the Six of Pentacles at the bottom deck. Like someone might be stealing from you, someone might be stealing your energy, might be stealing your finances, or you might just be giving yourself too much to people in your life here with the Guilt card. Because the Guilt card is this woman who like brings everyone into her life and she gives so much and she helps everyone, but when it's her turn to be helped, people kind of like snake her out on it or just give her the bare minimum. And that's definite seven of Swords energy here. Pal, what number is this? 4. Definitely seven of Swords energy. The people that you have in your life are not serving you the way that you need to be served, Pal 4. They're definitely not. These people, they can't bring anything of value into your life. You are the value in their life, and as such, they can't do much for you. They really can't. So what you need to do is like really just realize that your peace, your happiness is going to come when you decide to give to yourself as much as you're giving to all these other people around you, Pal 4. Really give to yourself. And here it is again with the Six of Pentacles at the bottom deck. You might really just be giving. You're a giver of your money, giver of your time, giver of your resources, and it's time for you to like really be a little bit more wise with who and what and how you give, Pile 4. Because you have a beautiful heart here with the Two of Cups. Like you really go out, you seek connections, and your connections are important to you, and you might be giving to a connection right now, but you're giving more than what you're getting, is what I'm hearing here. You're giving more than what you're getting. So what you should know is that death is at the door. I know that sounded ominous and scary, but death is like change. It's a transformation. There's about to be a change in your life. This is not for the foreseeable future, but this is like what you should know. Is that maybe there needs to be a change. Like you need to change your situation. You need to change your life. You need to change the way you do things. You need to change the way you do things, because as it stands now in Pile 4, you're giving too much of yourself and you're not getting anything in return, and that needs to stop and that needs to change. Let me get one more some clarification. Like this is the pile that I might actually have to clarify. So can I get some clarification for the Death card, please, Spirit, for Pile 4? Can I get clarification of the Death card? Five of Cups. Yeah, whatever it is that's like been holding you down, like I feel this palpably. Like you know that you're giving a lot to other people and you're not getting anything in return. You know this, and Spirit is telling you that it's time for it to change. It's time for you to stop allowing yourself to be shortchanged. Stop allowing yourself to like really not be getting back what you should be getting back, especially if this with another man. Or like if you are like a woman or a guy and you're in a relationship with someone, one of you might be giving too much to this person, and this person is just like taking and taking, or people in your life just like take and take. But you need to like boss up and like get your own stuff, get your own power back, and like just know that the peace comes from within you. Like, you don't need to be nice to these other people for validation because you feel like, oh, like, or that this person that you're dating is like going to be the one. Like, that's BS. You're being shortchanged, and what you need to do is like learn to love yourself and to stop worrying so much. Like, don't worry about releasing the situation or changing it if you know that you're being shortchanged. Don't be afraid to let it go, because as soon as you let it go, you're going to be blessed. And that's a message that's like vibrating through the collective. What are they proud of you for? Spirit is proud of you for the 9 of Cups, for like having a wish fulfilled, for choosing to like, I feel like some of you guys are becoming aware that you're giving too much, and Spirit is like proud of some of you, for those of you who are realizing what's going on. Spirit is proud of you for like actually like choosing to like put yourself first for a change, to have your wishes fulfilled first, to like really make sure that you step into your abundance, because some of you guys know that you're just giving too much, like to people in your life, to lovers. You're doing too much. You're giving too much. Spirit, clarify the 9 of Cups for Power 4s. Clarify the 9 of Cups. Yeah, Page of Cups. 9 of Cups, Page of Cups. And some of you guys have been listening to your intuition. Some of you guys have like, yeah. Some of you guys have really been listening to like your intuition. There's a few number of you. I don't think this is for like everyone who chose this pile, but most of you guys, if you did choose this pile and you've been realizing that you've been being shortchanged all your life, that you really need to change and put yourself first, just know that that came from your intuition. That came from your heart, and you decided to follow it and put yourself first, and Spirit is proud of you for that. But what they foresee in the future for you is the 7 of Swords. If you are connected to another person, that other person is going to be very angry that you're pulling your energy away and that you're giving more towards yourself. That person is going to be angry and they're going to try to find some way to sabotage. So Spirit, can you clarify the 7 of Swords? If you're not giving someone money anymore, if you stop letting someone stay at your house or like just crash whenever they want, I'm hearing that very clearly. Or like if you just like stop being such like open and hospitable towards someone or people, they're really going to hate that. They're going to think that you fake. They're going to think that you changing up on them, and they're going to set out to like really hurt, still, or like do something like not so savory. Let me see. Clarify the 7 of Swords for Power 4. Knight of Swords. Like I said, someone they're going to do something. They're going to start talking trash. Some of them might even get physical. If this is a lover, like really make sure that you protect yourself, that you like if you're like in a domestic situation, or like if you're with someone who isn't like making you satisfied, make sure that you like protect yourself, and make sure that you, before you talk to this person, that you talk to your friends and family, to people that's really there for you. Make sure you let them know that you're about to like confront this person, and if this is with a bunch of people, just be ready to like really protect yourself, defend yourself, because the Knight of Swords is someone that's like angry, aggressive. It can also be like someone that's verbally abusive or mentally abusive as well, if you are like in a relationship. But the people that you've been allowing into your life, and that you've been just like giving so freely towards without them giving back, they've been abusing you. They've been stealing and abusing you, stealing from you and abusing you in a way. So you need to like really, really put yourself first and really protect yourself. Because at the bottom we have the Star card. Like, yeah, you really need to protect yourself. These people are going to come after you, or like verbally, they're going to try to throw salt on your name, dirt on your name, and some of them, I keep feeling that some of them might even get physically aggressive. So make sure that you hold on to faith and hold on to hope during this transit, Power 4, because things are about to start popping off. Yeah, I feel that heavy. Things about to start popping off. So you need to really like make sure that you hold on to hope and faith, and like really get ready to defend yourself. Let me get an affirmation for you guys. Give me an affirmation card for Power 4. For Power 4. Affirmation for Power 4. Manifestation. If you could have anything you wanted, what would it be? Get specific and get greedy. You're holding a magic wand and you can conjure up anything. Could it be that when you declare your wishes out loud, you're actually casting a spell for your dreams to come true? Or is it just that, in a very practical sense, the more people you speak with about your desires, the more folks there are who know what you want and might have the means to help make them happen? Either way, stop waiting and start manifesting. But don't use that word if you don't want to. And we have ups and downs. Yeah, see life as an incredible ride, things going up and down. Yeah. I get the feeling that there's something, and especially here with the Nine of Cups and the Page of Cups, like if you're in a relationship with someone and you want to like leave them and date someone else, do it, because you get to manifest and you write this story for your own life, Power Forward. Don't let anyone else dictate your story. So if you're with someone and you're discontent, now is the time to end that discontentment by just simply choosing to leave. But just know that if you leave, this person is going to become aggressive, they're going to become hateful, they're going to become spiteful, and they're going to start doing things. So make sure that you protect yourself before you make this move, Power Forward. But go after what it is that you want, especially with the Nine of Cups and the Page of Cups. Spirit is going to give it to you, but you got to leave this situation first. You got to like realize your worth and go through the ups and downs of life in order for you to receive it. But you gotta, whatever is happening here, it's not good, it's not awesome. You gotta let it go. Yeah. Sanctuary. Like if you need to take a bubble bath or like go somewhere safe to find sanctuary before you do this, make sure you do. Because like I keep feeling like this person with the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Swords, this person, people, whatever it is that you like don't want anymore and that you want to pull yourself away from, they're gonna do something hurtful and painful, and you need to make sure that you're protecting yourself first. Let me keep going to these. Let me go to the shamanic healing, and I'm gonna pull another oracle for you guys. Changes with a new day at the bottom. Yeah. Changes, the Death card. You guys are unhappy and it's time to make a change. Step into a brand new day. Release this situation, but just know that you have to do it safely. You need to make sure that you have somewhere to stay, somewhere to go, and that people know that you're getting ready to head into this confrontation and it might get ugly. And you need help, you need protection, and you need help. So don't worry too much about what's happening. Like, you're going to get through this safely, but Spirit just want to let you know, like, yeah, this person not going to like it, so be ready for that. But you're going to be okay, but be ready, be safe, and take precautions. Protect yourself with the Retreat card. Protect your energies, too. Don't let this person get into your head. Don't let this person get into your mind. Make the choice to leave. Stay firm and resolute in that. Don't let them try to talk you out with a silver tongue or breadcrumbing or whatever it is that their tactic is. You need to leave. You want to leave, do it. And embrace that change, Power Forward. Yeah, so that's your message, Power Forward. Stay strong, I believe in you. That was intense. All right. If you chose the umbrella, Power 5, this is your message. When I pulled this umbrella, the first thing I heard was protection from the rain. Like there might be like a rainy day or like hard times that's happening, but Spirit wants you to know that they're blocking you from the worst of it. Like, yeah, you're in the rain and you might be feeling a little downcast, might be a little bit sad that it's raining, but the rain isn't really getting you soaked as much as it could. I felt like I had to give that message like right off the bat. But your tarot cards here are going to like really give like a lot of like more information about what's going on. So the first card is how Spirit sees you, how your spirit team sees you, your angels, ancestors, the Most High, whoever is on your team and is working for your highest good. They see you as the Justice card. what should you know is the Eight of Cups. What are they proud of you for? This is the Princess of Pentacles or the Page of Pentacles. What do they foresee for you? It's the Queen of Pentacles, so definitely an upgrade that's coming up for you guys financially, also in terms of like your independence. But at the bottom deck is the Devil. And I feel like this Devil card is the rain that Spirit is protecting you from. Whatever this like person that's trying to keep you trapped, or it couldn't even be a person, it could also just be like an addiction or something. Whatever it is that's trying to keep you trapped and dependent and codependent on it, you're being protected from it. And it's not affecting it's not affecting you as much as it could anymore. Stripping illusions. Excellent. We have the rune Terwas, which is another rune of protection. Like I said, you guys are being heavily protected right now from this Devil energy. A spiritual warrior card too. And then we have indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So yeah, what I'm hearing here, guys, is that you guys have been stuck in a situation, like maybe it could also be like a codependent relationship, or maybe you guys have just been struggling with an addiction or something of that nature. You guys have been struggling or like being codependent, or someone is codependent on you, but you decided to like end that cycle. You stopped falling for the illusions that this other person was casting, or maybe that you was casting on yourself, if this is talking about an addiction. You stopped falling for the illusions that was there. You started stripping them away. You started using your intuition. And stripping away the illusions that was being spun all around you. All the lies, all the faulty ideas, or just like resisting your cravings, feeling like you might need this drug or need this person or need to be in this situation. You've been stripping away that, and it's all thanks to your intuition and to Spirit, who stepped in and protected you, or is stepping in to protect you. With the Eight of Cups here and what you should know, I get the feeling that you guys are still in this situation, but you're starting to like see a little bit more clearly. And if you're here and you are like in a relationship with someone, this person's obsessed, this person's lying, and this person is keeping you in a codependent like situation. This person is not healthy for you. They're not. So you need to walk away. And Spirit is going to protect you as you walk away, if you walk away. Because like I said, they're blocking the brunt of the rain. Like all the things that could be affecting you isn't. But Spirit is letting you know that you got to get up out of there. So with you as the Justice card, how Spirit sees you, I really think that one, that you guys are like actually beloved in the spirit realm, and two, that you guys actually are starting to come around to making like the right decision. You're just trusting your intuition. You realize, some of you, whether you realize it or not, you're being protected by Spirit, and some of you guys might even know that, and it's filling you with the strength to do what you know you need to do. And what you should know is that you need to walk away. If you're watching this right now and you're in a relationship, you're addicted, or or have an addiction, or like if you don't even want to call it an addiction, if there's like a habit, a person or something that you just can't stop doing, but you know it's not good for you, even if it's a person you can't stop doing and you know they're not good for you, it's time to walk away. Eight of Cups, real rap. It's done, it's over with. You need to go, because at the bottom deck we have the Devil card, and having Devil at the bottom of the deck is never a good sign. Whatever this is keeping you trapped, is keeping you stagnant, is keeping you small, and Spirit is protecting you. I mean, like, there's raining blood on top of this umbrella. Like, Spirit is protecting you from whatever is going on, but you really got to start going. You got to leave, because I keep hearing like we're not going to do this for too long. Like, if you choose not to leave, then that means that you're choosing to be in this situation, and they're going to remove the umbrella from over your head and let the full force of the Devil come down on you. So you need to start moving. You need to plan your escape. You need to like climb up out of this pit. Pile 5, climb up out of this pit. Because what they're proud of you for is the Page of Pentacles. I feel like you guys are starting to really pay attention. Like not even just to like your intuition, but to just like the inconsistencies. I'm hearing like the glitches in the matrix. You're starting to see it. If you are with someone, this person has been spinning lies, been lying to you, and you're starting to see it. You're starting to see them. You're starting to see the hints, the holes in their story. You're paying attention. You're being a lot more focused. I'm hearing that you got out of your heart and you're starting to get into your head, and you're starting to use your brain and really pay attention to like what's going on around you. And that's because your spirit guides, like your spiritual team, is protecting you, and they're filling you with the intuitive nudges to like see these holes and these glitches. So just know that whatever is happening, you guys are like moving, like spirit is in here, spirit is protecting you, and they're allowing you to focus on what's happening. So what they foresee for you is independence, you being alone. The Nine of Pentacles is like being alone, but Queen of Pentacles is someone who's like alone and also just like doing the damn thing. If this is someone that's like really trying to keep you trapped and keep you small, they know who you are. They know you got the power to be like a really bomb individual, and they're trying to keep you from that. Keep you as the page when really you're the queen. As you can see, it's the same person, like, but more older and more mature. They're keeping you from your growth, Pile 5. Whether it's an addiction, a person, or like a habit that you have that you just having a hard time giving up. It's keeping you from your growth and your independence. But Spirit is stepping in to protect you. They're moving away all the illusions, or the faulty ideas that you may have about this person, habit, situation, or whatever. And they're starting to like push you out, like push you away from this. I need a Moonology card, but I'm going to pull this one and then I'm going to pull a Moonology card. So Spirit, talk to me about Pile 5. Talk to me about Pile 5. Imagine an orphan at the bottom. Don't be afraid to be alone. Like really think about your potential, like Pile 5. Really think about all the things that you can achieve, all the things that you could have done if you wasn't trapped in this situation, if you wasn't giving your energy, your time to this codependent person, if you wasn't spending your money and spending your time like, doing whatever it is that you're doing that's unhealthy. I heard like doing meth or like anything like that, like doing like hard drugs. For some of you guys, it might just be an addiction that you need to walk away from and step into. But really imagine how your life could be if you was off this, and like let that be your strength to be alone. Like I said, you guys need to be alone and be independent. Like, it's time for you to get out of this situation because it's a codependent situation, and the other person is definitely a bigger demon than you are, and they will eat you alive. But Spirit is protecting you, but they can't hold it up for much longer. I get the feeling that you guys, if you're watching this, like, you might just be new to spirituality. You might just be starting to awaken, but you're in danger, girl. You're in danger. It's time for you to like separate your energies and like really be by yourself and like really allow yourself to like be who you can be. I'm hearing that very, very clearly. Yeah, let me get a clarification for this Devil card. Yeah, okay. I got a bunch of clarifications. So this person if this is another individual, is waiting for a knight to provide for them and seduction by romantic illusion. Yeah, this person is like lying to you. They're trying to seduce you. They're trying to play the damsel in distress. They're trying to, pull on your heartstrings. And they're doing that because they want you to provide for them, Pile 5. You guys probably like already have money. You guys probably are more financially well off than your partner, and your partner knows this. And I even see coins here in the Devil card as well. This man like eyeing coins, while the Devil has the woman in his hand. Have the woman like at his tail. So yeah, this person might just be breadcrumbing you, like doing whatever they can, pretending to be weak and helpless just so they can get your money, get your things out of you, to squeeze stuff out of you. And if this is about you and addiction, you're giving your power away to your addiction and just thinking like, oh, I can't do it. You're being a damsel in distress, and it's not cute. You need to fight off your addiction. If you are an addict, you need to fight. But if you're in a relationship with someone, this person is lying to you. They're pretending to be weak, and they're stealing your resources. Because you're a queen. We got the Queen of Pentacles for you, for what they foresee for you, and I pulled the Queen card. And this radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. And this person, you keep protecting this person. This person is dependent on you for protection, for money, for safety, for housing, and you give it. But now it's the time for you to stop giving to them, because they're lying to you, and you know it, and you're starting to see that they're a false person. And it's time for you to stand in your queen energy, your Queen of Pentacles, and go back to being by yourself, being independent, and being this successful, like bitchur. Or if you're whatever, it's time for you to like go back to being like your independent self. Because whatever situation you're in, this person's like stealing from you, and it's not a good look. It's not a good look. Bully. This person is no good. It's no good. So I'm gonna give you a Moonology card, and then I'm gonna end your reading right here, pile 5. Let me see. Wow, I pulled a lot. So I'm gonna just look at this. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't let pride get in your way. And a win-win outcome is forecast. Yeah. Don't let the history you have with this person keep you chained to them. They're a liar, they're a cheater, they're a deceiver, they're a manipulator, and they're false. Whatever it is that they've been trying to sell you, they've just been selling you dreams. And you're starting to see that, and you're starting to recognize that with the strip and illusions. This person's been selling you dreams. So don't let your pride get in the way. Don't try to like contrive or like plot against this person. Don't try to engage them in like real negative like things. Don't let your pride get in the way, because you just realized that you've been being played this whole time. Don't let your pride get in the way. Don't try to cover this up. Recognize and accept what's been happening to you, pile 5, and walk away in confidence. Because when you do, that's how you win. Not by striking back, not by coming up with a plan to play their game, but just by simply walking away, choosing to get out of it altogether. When you do that, that's when you'll truly win, pile 5. So I'm gonna pull one more card, and then that'll be your message. I'm sorry, I did say I was going to be ended there, but Spirit is like really having me like go in for this pile. Facade. Yeah, it's a facade. This person's lying to you. You're in a situation that's fake. It's fake. And you got to get out of it, pile 5. You're not seeing it with perception in reverse. But you're starting to see it now. That whatever you're in is fake, is false, and it's never been real. And it's time for you to go. It's time for you to go, pile 5. That's your message. Good luck to you. And make the right choice. All right. If you chose pile 6, if you chose the hand, then this is it for you. This is your message, and this is what's going on. And when I saw this hand, I heard the hand of God. Like 12 is also like a very divine number as well. There was 12 tribes of Israel, 12 zodiac signs. 12 is like a really divine number. And like I said, I feel like the hand of God is like really moving in this situation, or whatever is happening here, pile 6. 6 is also a power number as well, a number of healing, a number of change. Well, five is the number of change, but 6 is the number of healing after the change. So let me see what we got. So in this spread, I'm pulling on the energies of like any angels, deities, any beings of love and light that's working for your highest good. And the first thing that they see you as is the Page of Swords. This is how they see you, which is the Princess of Swords in this deck. What you should know is the Knight of Wands, What are they proud of you for? The Three of Swords. What do they foresee for you? The Three of Cups. And the bottom deck card is the Devil. This is the second Devil at the bottom deck that I've had today. You have Quest, Balance, and Chop Wood. So yeah, you have all these high level chakra cards, the Devil, and Chop Wood. So what I'm getting a strong sense is that there needs to be like something that needs to change in your life. I'm going to pull clarifications for this pile because the messages are all over the place, and I feel like a part of me feels like since there's like no real major arcana except the Devil, and not even good like cards that are like very, very clear, I get the feeling like this has a lot more to do with you and your energies. Pile 6. So let's see. Yeah, there might be things that you're involved in that you really need to like get out of. Let me see. And having the Three of Swords and the proud of you part is like not good. So let me see. Spirit, clarify the Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Ten of Wands. Clarify the Knight of Wands for me, Spirit. Clarify the Knight of Wands. Ten of Cups. Okay. It's making sense. It's making sense now. Clarify the Three of Swords for me, Spirit. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. I'm getting it. And clarify the Three of Cups. The Eight of Swords. Okay. Three of Cups, Eight of Swords, the Seven of Wands at the bottom. All right, and this is going to be a little bit more difficult, like I thought. All right, so pile 6, with the spirit team seeing you as the Page of Swords with the Ten of Wands, you're immaturely like involved in a situation here. Like whatever you're in, I feel like you're just like, this is like low vibrational energy. Like I really don't want to say that. I really don't want to say that for anyone who's viewing this, but your energy is like a little bit on the lower side, especially with the Page of Swords here and the Ten of Wands. The Page of Swords is someone snarky, sarcastic, someone that spies, someone that just does like a lot of like ugly things. Not ugly, but like sneaky things. Is also someone witty and charming. But with the Ten of Wands here, there's something that you're just foolishly doing. Like I hear that very clearly, pile 6. Like you're doing something foolishly. You're taking on more burden than you have to. And especially with the Devil card here and the hand over it, like I feel like Spirit, like the hand of God is like trying to separate you from whatever this devil energy is. But you keep going towards it. You keep going towards it, or keep trying to go back towards it. So what you should know is that you need to like really move forward with your life. This is not the time to go back to check and spy on that person. This is not the time for you to like really just like contemplate going back or like spend your time communicating with someone that's like really draining and burdening your energy. This is not the time for that. No matter what's going on, who, what, whatever, Spirit is trying to remove something out your life, but you're not being receptive to it. You keep going back to it. The Knight of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Spirit is trying to like want you to know that if you go forward, like not towards like this thing that's like causing you burden, but if you go towards like this new path that's like opening up before you with the Quest card, if you step out on faith and go on this new path, you'll end up like reaching your happiness, your contentment. Like if you let go of this Ten of Wands situation, you can get the Ten of Cups. Like, and there's two tens here. Like I'm hearing like you get to choose what you want out of this. Like, do you want to like listen to the hand of God, follow the hand of God, and let it swipe the devil out of your life, or do you want to keep being in tune to the devil? Do you want to keep like putting your sword up towards the devil, like communicating with it, and like just just feeding into this energy. Like I said, you're being very low vibrational right now, pile 6. You're feeding into something that you really shouldn't, and it's like causing more burden than what you should. So what Spirit is proud of you for is the 3 of Swords with the 9 of Pentacles. And I don't know what this is. I wish I could say I did, but I'm going to pull another clarification on it. I'm going to pull a chakra wisdom card on it and see what comes out for me. Because I'm really confused about the 3 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles, about why Spirit would be proud of you for getting your heart broken. Perception and destiny. Okay. And discovery. And faith. Okay. Spirit is trying to lead you to it. Like, the hand of God is trying to pull you away from the devil and rapture you into himself. Like, this is a real deep message. This is about having faith and like really discovering who you truly are. Like I said, your energy is very low vibrational. You're not awake. You might think that you're awake. You might think that you're spiritually aware. You might think that you this and you might think that you that. Or maybe you're just like stumbled onto this reading for fun or something, pile 6. But no, you're not. You're not any of those things, because you keep going back to the devil. You keep giving like the devil like energy, time. You keep giving it play instead of like moving away from all this low vibrational energy and embracing this 10 of Cups. Whatever it is that you're seeing, you're not seeing your destiny. Because I pulled the perception card next to destiny, and this woman is actually looking away from her destiny. She's not paying attention to that. She's following this light somewhere else, but not towards her destiny. Like, I pulled it this way. And what this is telling me, like, pile 6, is that you guys are meant to be like independent, like by yourself, single. You're meant to be single. You're meant to be single right now, and it's your destiny to be single, because being single is going to lead you somewhere. It's going to lead you down a path of discovery and a path of faith. And you see that Sky God, which is this blue thing, he shows up in both of these. And like I said, I had the feeling that the hand of God is like really heavy in this. And look at him showing up in both of these cards. And all through your reading. God is trying to reach out to you, pile 6. God is trying to reach you. But you're so in love with the devil. You're so engrossed with the devil. You're so in love with that energy. If you just got out of a breakup, but you're seriously trying to go back, or maybe you were just in a third party situation, don't attack the person that the other person left you for. Be alone. And like really take the time out to discover who you are, and like give yourself over to faith. Like, and that things are going to be better, and that what happened for a reason. And I feel like you guys are like the type that don't want to hear like what things happen for a reason. You give me real rebellious energy, pile 6. Real rebellious energy. And like I said, 6 is the number that happens after a transition. And you're not handling this transition well, pile 6. There's no balance. In fact, there's a lot of things that you like need to kind of like prune out. A lot of things that you need to like kind of shape up on, pile 6. I'm hearing real like shape up. Because you guys are not it right here, right now. Whatever it is that you guys are going through is kicking your ass. It's kicking your ass. And it's not supposed to. You're letting the devil win. And the hand and God, Father, the Most High, is trying really, really hard to intervene and scoop you up out of this. But you just insistent on going back and like wanting to smoke and a drama. And it needs to stop. No, you are not enlightened. You are not aware. You're not that. You're not him. So you need to take the time out to be by yourself and discover who you truly are. Discover faith. Discover what your destiny really is. Like really give yourself over to like a higher power, pile 6. Because whatever it is that you're a slave to the devil. And I really didn't want to say that, but your spirit team is like really trying to caution you and advise you and like let you know you're a slave to the devil right now. You're not listening to us, you're listening to him, and you need to stop. So what they see for you in the future is the 3 of Cups. But when I clarified the 3 of Cups, we got the 8 of Swords and the 7 of Wands. So yeah, you guys are really trying to like insert yourself as a third party in another situation. Or maybe you were a third party in this situation and you're mad about it and you want to fight and argue. But whatever is going on here, pile 6, you need to let it go. Let it go, because you're bringing your own vibrations down, and you're letting yourself like go into devil energy. Maybe you were like in this third party situation. Maybe it was just you trying to like have your cake and eat it too, but no, that's all devil energy. And right now your life is unbalanced. It's unbalanced, and I keep seeing people being turned away from you. Like, let me read the balance card to you, because the story, I have the feeling that the story that's being represented in the balance card is actually going to be like very, very, very relevant here. Let's see. Let me make sure I didn't mess up my setup. All right. Yeah. Let me go to the balance card, because this is going to be very, very important. Periwinkle is a small-town theater actor with big-time talent. An agent arrives in town and is quite impressed with young Periwinkle. She offers him a contract, and he drops everything that once mattered to him to be available for fame. Feeling sure that his big break is coming, he alienates his loved ones. He signs a contract with the agency, but there are no jobs. He is told that he must wait for the right one. He learns that waiting for a dream is not as possible as living a loving reality. Running towards something may chase it away. Be wary of being deceived by your own desires. Like I said, you guys are like really running towards this devil energy. Whatever it is, like whatever this promise was that was given to you, you got it, but you really just started talking shit to like everyone that you know. Like, this isn't good energy, Pile 6. This isn't good energy. Like, you guys are, I'm hearing that you counted your eggs before they hatched. Especially if you were in a third party situation, like you probably jumped into this situation thinking that you was just going to run in and like take everything, but you're realizing that you're actually being bound up and trapped in this situation. Well, Spirit is saying you're going to be trapped in this situation, and that you're going to have to fight your way out. People are actually going to come against you for your smart mouth, Pile 6, and you cavorting with the devil. I wish I had something really, really positive to say. I'm gonna pull an affirmation card to like help dissuade you from this. But the key point here, Pile 6, is that whatever it is that you're doing is not healthy. It's not right. Self-love. I openly embrace and feel into self-love. I love myself because I understand myself. I love myself as the most committed partner I will ever have. I show my self-love any way that I can. And when I screw up, I'll remember to be sweet and gentle with myself. If not, I'm going to make myself sleep on the couch. Got that, self? Yeah, you need to discover self-love, Pile 6, and peace. Stop coming out here looking for the smoke, looking for the drama, because that's devil energy. And it's causing you nothing but burden, Pile 6. You need to remember peace. And remember love of yourself. Be single, Pile 6. You're meant to be single, because the person that you want wants someone else. And if you go forth and really pursue this person, you'll be putting yourself in a third-party situation. I get the feeling some of you don't even care because you think you're going to win out, but you won't. You're going to lose, because Spirit is like telling you, the hand of God is coming in and telling you, hey, this ain't your business. You need to leave, be single, and discover who you truly are. Go do some soul searching. And find yourself and love yourself, because what you're trying to run towards ain't healthy for you, Pile 6. Discover some peace. Learn to be alone by yourself and find peace in being alone and being content with that. That's your message, Pile 6. Hey there, Pile 7s. I have a strong feeling that this is my pile as well. So if you chose the comment, the 7-7 comment, then this is our pile. And the first thing I heard was like, you're a shooting star. You're very, a lot of us, like if you are like a Pile 7, you're very beloved. You're You're meant to be someone. I'm hearing that very, very clearly. You're meant to be someone. You're meant to be great. You're meant to be a shooting star in this world. 7 is the number of like great fortune. Well, 8 is the number of fortune, but 7 is like it's the magic number. It's like the number of like wisdom, I believe. My numerology is like a little rusty, but I know that 7 is like a very powerful and deep number, and I'm deeply connected to the number 7. So, just to explain to you guys, this spread is about like your spirit team, like your angels, your deities, your ancestors, all of them that are aligned with your highest good. These are their messages for you. And the first thing they see you as is the Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, guys, you're meant to be something in this world. The Wheel of Fortune is turning for you. What you should know is the 7 of Wands. You got to defend your status. What are they proud of you for? The 6 of Cups, bringing joy, happiness, love, peace, and kindness to the world and to people. Being generous and being a good light in this world. What do they foresee for you? The 4 of Swords, and a period of isolation, of rest, and retreat. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. There's something that's going to be revealed to you guys, to us, I guess. There's something that's going to be revealed, and after that thing is revealed, we might be put into a period of defense, like having to like defend ourselves from outside attacks, or like just choosing to like isolate and like go inside. But something is going to be revealed. The communication is going to come through, and it's going to be divinely orchestrated. So I'm hearing like be ready for a test that's going to come up soon. There's going to be something that's shared with you, and I'm hearing it's going to touch your gangster. We have a personal issue research resolution. Step out your comfort zone, which is the North Node. And we have confidence is your key to success. Like I said, Pile 7, like, mind you, I didn't even look at these cards beforehand. This is my pile. Like, something big is like about to start happening. But in order for something big to happen, a truth needs to be revealed. So be ready, be on your guard, because Spirit sees you as the Wheel of Fortune. Right now, you're looked favorably upon by Spirit. You're looked very favorably upon. Yeah. And they're blessing you, and they're bringing in blessings. But with more blessings come more problems and more enemies. And that's the one thing that Spirit wants you to know. The more that Spirit bless you, the more that the people around you are going to become jealous. The more they're going to try to rise up against you. The more they're going to start hating and yada, yada, yada. Be ready to defend yourself, Pile 7. And look, we got the 7. We got the 777, the 7 of Wands, the Pile 7. So yeah, pay attention, Pile 7. You guys are about to start being immensely blessed, and people are not going to like it. So you got to be ready to like start cutting people off. Don't be afraid to be alone. Don't be afraid to speak your piece. You're going to have to stand your ground, Pile 7, because we're about to be blessed, and the enemy is about to get angry and violent and start popping fly at the mouth. So I'm hearing be ready for people to really show you who they truly are. Because once good things start coming towards you, once the money, the love, the success start pouring in for you, be ready. Because be on your guard, because people are going to come for you. What Spirit is proud of you for, though, is the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is the card of like childhood, of generosity, of like of earnesty. You guys, if you're Pile 7, you live your life you live your life from a place of love. You are a guiding light to a lot of people, and you want nothing but to bring joy, nostalgia, and happiness to others, to help put people on their right path, to their path to happiness. And you do so, and you give with such a good heart, and that's what Spirit is proud of you for. You guys at Pile 7, you guys really give like out from the bottom of your heart. But there's going to be something that's coming in, and it's going to be in regards to a personal issue. Like Spirit is going to like give you some information to help put something at rest, but you're not going to like this information. No, you're going to like this information, but other people won't like this information. So whatever is like being revealed, Spirit is like kind of telling you to like maybe like if you just like win like a bunch of money, or like you just like learned the truth, or like something that's like really going to lead to money, keep that to yourself, and just go forth. Like step out your comfort zone and just go for it. because confidence is your key to success. Whatever is going on, whatever is going to present itself to you, whatever new knowledge, new information, new fact that spirit is going to bring into your life, you need to go for it and you need to pursue that, because it's going to put an end to a personal situation. It's going to bring you up out your comfort zone and bring you towards your destiny here with the North Node. Some destiny and the Wheel of Fortune is at play here. Something destined is coming towards you guys. And it's going to come through in the form of a communication or like an idea or an epiphany or a revelation. So be prepared for that, because something is coming. But what spirit foresee for you is like a period of like isolation, of like introspection. I think you might need to meditate in order to like have this revelation for some of us, or like once we get this revelation, we need to take the time out to really think about what that means for us. But what I really see here is going to be a period of isolation. I hear going off the grid. Like, I think whatever is coming in might be so immense, might be so life-changing that a lot of people are just like want to like try to get their hands on a pie or get a piece. And you don't need to give that piece to anyone. That's your piece. That's the Most High God, like rewarding you for your services, rewarding you for that stuff. And you don't need to share that with anyone. You don't. So don't let other people feel like they're obligated to your blessings. Don't let other people try to guilt trip you into giving your blessings to them. I keep hearing like I keep hearing like all this extra stuff about like, oh, but we're this, we're that, we're friends, we're family. No, keep it to yourself. Keep that to yourself, because that blessing is for you. So I'm going to pull an affirmation card for you guys for Pile 7. So Spirit, give me affirmation for Pile 7. Playfulness and friendliness. Like I said, you guys are guiding lights in this world. You have a beautiful heart, and Spirit is like really rewarding you guys for always staying beautiful. Even if you've been going through tough times, you guys always make sure that you stay playful, stay friendly, and like really just like treated people with respect and love. And Spirit is going to reward you for that. Yeah. So whatever is going to come up, whatever is going to be revealed, whatever situation that's going to put you in this defensive energy, Spirit wants you to just like see it as part of the blessing. Like have fun with it. Like really just don't let these people coming up against you get you down. Because if you have people coming up against you, that means that you're too powerful and they need to gang up on you anyway. So have fun with it. And remember to always keep your heart good. And then here we have generosity. Yes, don't let coming into like money or don't let whatever it is change you. Continue to be playful, friendly, and generous. This 6 of Cups energy, because that's what Spirit is proud of you for being playful, friendly, and generous even when you're going through the darkest and hardest of times. Keep that energy, because you're about to be rewarded, and other people don't need to receive that reward. That's your reward, Pile 7. That's your reward that the Most High is giving you. So remember that. You can share if you want to, but don't let anyone feel obligated to have. I'm hearing that very clearly. So let's pull a card. Priest, like I thought. And I was channeling this card in my head. You guys are servants of the Most High. You guys facilitate spiritual commitments and serves as a channel of spiritual energy. You guys are high priests in the order of the light. If you really chose Pile 7, whether you know it or not, you're a high priest, and it's time for you to start stepping into your destiny. It's time for you to like really become the person who you're meant to be, the hero of the world. Like I said, this is definitely my pile. The hero of the world, or the heroine. Passion for a journey of personal empowerment. Yes, continue to like really take this path of like self-mastery, of self-growth, of like transmuting yourself into a being of light, love, and generosity. Like continue to take this journey of like changing yourself, of like overcoming your obstacles by being beautiful, like being of light, of love, and being friendly. Like you guys are amazing. Very much so. Very amazing. Yeah, time to go in reverse. Let me grab the book and see what time to go in reverse is. Because like I said, you guys might just have to just disappear off the grid once this blessing come in. Once this thing is like given to you by spirit, you might just have to go off the grid because people are going to try to rise up. Even if it appears that you reach the end of the line and all is lost, it isn't. You're in a situation that will resurface again later, so consider this a break rather than an ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. Your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural as it doesn't have the map of your destiny. The soul does. Spirit loves you. Trust that. Yeah, like I said, guys, like there's about to be something coming in that's divine, that's destined with the Wheel of Fortune here and the North Node card showing up. And again, this card speaking of destiny. Something, a gift from above is about to start coming in because you guys are divine channels. You guys are beings of love and light. If you, like I said, this is my pal. You guys are beings of love and light, a divine channel. Like, yeah. So if you're going through something tough right now, don't worry about it. Like, spirit is like saying like, hey, you have to go through these things and everything is going to unfold in divine timing. So just keep it going. Like, no matter what happens, just keep pushing and stay strong. Let me pull one more Soul's Journey card. This one is like, freedom. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Like I said, Spirit is going to give you something, and that's for you. It's not for anyone else. Don't let anyone else feel entitled to what's coming to you. Humor. That playfulness card. Whatever is happening, laugh about it. Like, just know that whatever it is, that this too shall pass. And your blessing, your destiny, this divine sword given to you from the Most High is going to come very, very soon. So replace your fears with awareness. I acknowledge my fear, but I'll replace it with insight and awareness. Things might be looking dark and scary for you, Pile 7, but just know that God has his hand in your life. You're protected, you're loved, you're a divine source, and you're a very powerful spiritual being, and you are a favorite of the Most High. You really, really are. And you need to walk in solace of that fact. Spirit loves you. God loves you. And I don't say that like, I say it all the time, but God loves you, Pile 7. He really does. And you need to like take solace in that fact that God loves you. Because something big is about to happen for you. I'm going to pull a chakra wisdom, and then that'll be the end of your message, Pile 7. Release and impartiality. Yeah. Let the people who are leaving your life, like, and once you get this and you actually like head off and get off the grid and you start seeing these people attacking you, take note. Let them stay gone. Don't try to be nice. Don't try to be your generous, loving self. Let these people hate you if they have to, but you gotta let them go and remain neutral in the situation, because this is your reward. They're going to be gossiping about you. They're going to be talking shit. They're going to try to throw dirt on your name. Fuck them. Because the Most High loves you, and he's about to reward you for your entire life, for always being a being of love and light. And for praying, being steadfast and earnest in your prayer, for following your instinct, and for just like not going through the fake, not being a part of the fake, and like growing as an individual. And don't let what happens make you complacent. Like, you're about to be immensely blessed. Don't let other people try to take that from you or keep you small or keep you where you are. God loves you, Pile 7. And like I said, you're part of my pile. You're part of my tribe. God loves us. He loves us. He really do. And we go through the most shit to show just how built different we are, just how powerful we are, and just how cut from a different cloth we are from the world and the people around us. So wear your hard times as a badge of honor, Pile 7, because no one can go through the shit that you go through and still be the person that you are. Love yourselves, warriors, because our time is coming. That's your message, Pile 7. Hello, Pile 8. If you chose the ribbon, this is your pile. The ribbon is number 59. And when I seen the ribbon, the only thing that comes to my mind is gift. You guys might be a gift to the people around you. Maybe your God's gift to the world. Like, who knows? But there's something here about something being gifted or you being a gift. So this message here is like channeled from like your spirit team. That'll be your ancestors, angels, deities, or like whoever is like who or whatever is working for your highest good in the spiritual realm. These are their messages to you, Pile 8. What they see you as is the star. With the star card, you could have just like overcame like something that's like really, really dark or like really just came out here. But what I really see here is that, like I said, you might be the gift to the world. Like you might be God's gift to the planet, Pile 8. Especially with the star card here, like you are someone that's full of like hope. You could be also a healer, but I'm also hearing that you might have star quality. You might just like be someone that people are like drawn to, and spirit is acknowledging that in you. They see you as the star, and that's a big thing. That's not to be taken lightly. But what you should know right now is that a tower is heading your way. There's about to be something that's like really sudden, really shocking. I don't know if this is a bad or a good tower. It doesn't feel like a bad tower to me. There might just be something shocking that reveals itself to you and like really just like adds to your power. Yeah. So what are they proud of you for? The Two of Pentacles. Bringing balance into your life, restoring like harmony there, and like really balancing out your stuff, because what they foresee for you is the Temperance card, and at the bottom of the deck you had the Sun. So yeah, you're the pile that has like the most major arcana, hands down, Pile 8. You guys are very special people in this world and very special to spirit. You got poised, all that's glitter, and blessed. And the more loving care you give to yourself, the more love you have to give to others. So yeah, Pile 8, you guys have really, really high vibration, really, really high spiritual energy, really, really high vibrations. You guys are like the it pile. You guys are it. Like 7 and 8 are like the most highest vibrations like so far. This might also be my pile as well. So, but 7 and 8, the highest vibe so far. Spirit, you're a star. You're a star in the eyes of spirit. You are a healer. You're someone who brings like such good and balance into the world. Like I hear you are a gift to this world because you help restore balance. But what's coming for you, like, and what I'm hearing from this tower is what you should know is that an awakening is on the way. If you guys are unaware of like who you are as a spirit, as an individual, like if you're unaware of your personal power, well, the mask is ready to be dropped on who you are. And you're about to just see how blessed you are. I'm feeling that very, very strongly. Like the mask is about to fall. Like if you pick this pile, you're awesome. Like that's all I have to say. Spirit sees you. You're someone. Like you really are someone, Pile 8. Whether you know it or not, whether you awaken to who you are or not, you're someone. And that awakening is like coming. Or you might already be going through it now. Like if everything is like really crumbling and falling apart all around you, but you don't know why, it's because you're about to be awakened to your true power and just how beautiful you are in this world. Like you're about to be awakened to that fact, Pile 8. What is spirit proud of you for is the Two of Pentacles, for bringing balance into your personal life. I hear the feeling that a lot of you guys like has been like some of you might have even like been exposing the fake people in your life, or just like rationaling how much love you give to other people and channeling more love into yourself. And that's exactly what you need to do to heal with the star card here for the healing. And you're bringing and restoring balance back into your life, Pile 8. Like you guys are amazing. I have to keep saying that. You guys have really high vibrations. It's a good match for pile number 7 too. Pile number 7 is awakened, but pile number 8 is about to be awakened. So yeah, you guys are about to really start realizing who you are, how much of a gift to this world you are, and how much like of a gift you are to the Most High, because he's about to start blessing you with a lot, Pile 8, because a lot of you guys might have been through a tough time, or you might have a tough time coming up, but it's your spiritual awakening that's coming. It's your turn, Pile 8. It's your turn to wake up. and Spirit is about to start blessing you immensely. So the first thing that you have to do is like really just start putting more joy, more life, more love into yourself. You see how this woman is like holding the sun so close. The sun is also representative of the. A lot of people believe that the sun also represents the Most High's energy because it's joy, it's love, it's passion, it's radiant, and you're holding that energy all to yourself. And that's exactly what this card is telling you. Give more love to yourself, Power 8, because you out here, you're giving to other people, but you're about to start realizing that other people really don't have your best intentions in their heart. So it's time for you to like really start like healing from this. You're about to really start realizing your power, Power 8. And what the Spirit foresee for you is the Temperance card. This is the card of divine intervention. Something miraculous might end up happening for you guys. But what I'm really hearing here with this card is that there's been a rebalancing in your life. You guys are really just like withdrawing your energy from people who don't deserve it and bringing it into yourself, and you're healing yourself. Like, you might just be going through a tower moment right now, like really dark energies, really dark times. And I did mention like in my other videos that we are in the middle of spiritual warfare, and you might just be waking up to that fact, and it might be time for you to learn your role, Power 8, because you're about to be divinely intervened for, and you're about to have divine balance and divine love be brought into your life. Because you guys are blessed and you're ready to receive these blessings. You guys are ready to learn who you are and learn who the fake people are in your life. It's time for you to wake up, Power 8, and you're about to be awakened. Let me pull some archetype cards for you and the Soul's Journey card. Here it is again. This came out in Power 7. Like I said, if you watch Power 8, also watch Power 7, because Power 8 is where you are now, but Power 7 is where you're going to be. A hero in this world. But, right, but you're a hero in this world, and the big thing to this is because you're a wounded child. You probably had a really shitty childhood. You probably like really been through a lot of like tough shit in your life, but you haven't given up hope. You haven't given up faith in your life. And you're deciding to like really pick up the pieces of yourself, to like really start putting like energy into like healing your life instead of just like letting the brokenness rule you. And you're definitely opening up your heart to like forgive other people, forgive the people who hurt you, and to like really like serve other people who are just like you, and to like help out into the world. Nature child, yes. You guys have a strong connection to the earth and a strong connection to the spiritual realm. And you guys are about to be awakened, Power 8. You're about to start going through a spiritual awakening. And spiritual awakenings are harrowing experiences. There's a lot of bad things that happen in quick succession when you're going through a spiritual awakening. So just make sure that you guys stay on guard and do not lose your faith or your hope when all these things start falling apart, because you're built different, Power 8. And I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Power 7. No one is going to go through the things that you've been through and be the person that you are today. You're built different and you're powerful, and you're going to be joining us soon over here in the Power 7, Power 8. And guys, you guys about to start waking up. Let me see. It's the same thing. Release. Like, you guys have so many of the same cards from Power 7. Release. People are about to start falling away out of your life. Let them go. You can mourn them for a little bit, but don't try to bring them back. Don't try to resurrect. Don't try to like use your kind heart. And we're really kind people, really kind, loving people, and we give chance after chance. Don't give the people who are about to fall out your life another chance. Let them go. Let them stay dead. Let the dead bury themselves, because they talking shit. And this came out again. They talking shit. They don't understand you. They don't get you, Power 8. You're really built different, and you're different for a reason, because you are of God and you're divine, and you're about to be blessed, and you're about to start going through your awakening and realizing just who you are, Power 8. So follow your intuition, because people have always been shortchanging you all this life, making you a victim. And I can relate to this as well. People don't understand you, so they just victimize you, make you like talk down to you like you're small, like you don't deserve to have the confidence that you have, like you don't deserve to be the person that you are, because you have nothing to show for it. You can't bark the bark. No. No. The Most High is here. God is on your side, and He's going to awaken you to your true power. You're not a victim, Pile 8. You're actually a warrior and a survivor. So don't worry about what other people are saying, because you the one that stayed prayed up. You're the one. God heard your prayers, Pile 8. Like I said, all the same cards coming out. God heard your prayer. He's about to end the fake people in your life. Well, all that glitters that gold. Let these people walk away. Let the fake be released. And show gratitude. Give gratitude to the Most High God, because He's about to deliver you from your circumstances. But it's going to take some time, and it's not going to look like how you think it's going to look like. So for every little blessing that's coming your way, you need to thank God. And as you thank God for each blessing that happens during this tough time, more and more of them is going to come. So make sure that you keep that up and keep that really high vibration and that spirit of gratitude, Pile 8. And I'm going to pull a Soul's Journey card for you, and then that'll be your message, because this video is almost 2 hours long, and I don't know how much space I have left. All right. Grief. Like I said, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Like I said, let the things that's falling away from you fall away, and give gratitude that the people who are leaving your life, the situations that are leaving, all the change that's happening in your life, give gratitude to the Most High God for everything that's happening. Because no matter how bad it is, just know that everything that's happening to you from henceforth is a blessing in disguise. Everything is happening in divine timing, and everything will unfold the way that it should. So embracing and nourish the creative aspect of yourself. If you are a creative, if you've been feeling like you need to do more art, draw more, write, do it. Throw yourself into it to help yourself cope, because you are going through a hard time, and you will be going through more hard times, because you're a spiritual warrior and we are in the middle of a war. But you're about to start waking up to that. You're about to awaken to that fact, Pile 8. You're about to awaken to that fact. You're not awake yet, but you're about to start waking up to what it truly means. That life has its up and downs, and even during the ups and the downs, you need to be generous, be grateful, and always give thanks to God, because you're going to persevere. So have joy. Have joy. Don't forget, don't let whatever's happening bring down your vibrations. Still your joy, still your happiness, especially with the Sun card at the bottom of the deck. Hold on to this light inside of you. Hold on to God's presence inside of you. Hold on to everything that's happening, even through the ups and the downs of life. Just remember to always give thanks to the glory to the Most High, and you guys will make it through just fine. Welcome to the Army, Pile 8, and we're happy to have you. And that will be your message.